Look at these houses that are like half domes. We've come for a drive up to Kurri in Maitland. It's to meet someone who has a little dog that needs rehoming. So my wife is currently meeting with the person and the dog. That's why he's crying, because we've come up here and now he's not near mum. So we're just doing a walk around this oval where some kids were playing soccer. Little junior soccer matches, some are still going. But those houses in the background, they look like army building type things. Simple, like half tank setup. You can see that one directly back there. The little sign on it saying Granny Flats. And then there's 1, 2, 3, another 4 down the street right next to each other. And they've got these little jut out things at the front, like porches. Very interesting. What? That's all right. I'm not going to walk through the mud, except for that bit. Come on, we're doing a lap of the oval. You can hear the squelch. You've been such a whiny. I've never been to Kurri before. And first when we were starting to drive through it, it looked a lot smaller. Got to the actual town to come through to here. It's a decent sized area. There's a lot of older small houses with, I know, mine. There used to be mining up this way in Maitland. Come on. We're doing a lap. We'll go back to mum. We'll get back to mum. There's a lot of small, older, kind of like a mining hut setup. Some that have been fixed up. But yeah, quite a lot of those. There's actually one over here. See that little one there? Started out as like a little hut and they enclosed the front veranda and they built out the back of it a bit. There's places like that in Katoomba as well. We're at the park. They've had a bit of wind. Look at all these leaves packed up against the fence. And what looks like a water course behind us. Come on, buddy. Some more modern housing up here. You can see some 2-story things from maybe the 80s. And then, can you see up that way? See the caravan, and then you can see another 1 or 2 of those. What look like army houses. We'll end up walking past them. See, there's those houses. There used to be like 1 or 2. We've come across a school. I don't know what school it is. There'll be a sign somewhere. Let's say Kurri. There you go. Kurri High School. Of course, I did see a sign for a school as we were driving in, but I think that was pointing towards a primary school. There you go. I really wish I'd recorded this as an exercise walk, because he's just going for it. We're now like 2 blocks from the park after circling the park, or both parks over there. Some really interesting housing here. Mischief new, old, big, tiny. Just gotten to the other side of where we were before. And he's recognised it and goes, I know which way we came. And he's walking in the opposite direction, straight back to the car. What you looking at, Ava? Ava, 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 Batman. Oh, good girl. There's water down there. There you go. Come on. So as you see, we have a new little addition to the pack, Ava. They hit it off straight away. We're down in Figtree, which is in Wollongong, just under 2 hours from us, south of Sydney. This is like a dog park. There's a couple of off-leash areas and stuff. And we've come to meet another little dog that my wife put in an application for to adopt, not really thinking it would get any traction soon. And she got a message back the very next morning, and then a phone call. This was yesterday. And we're here meeting him this morning, or this afternoon. And so far, Batman has not been the friendliest, and I think he's protecting little Ava, because she's already been with us overnight and they've been good. Not perfect, but good. I mean, look at this. They're so happy walking together. Look at that. There's the off-leash area. So we're doing another lap while my wife has Batman and the other little puppy to see if most of Batman's reaction was overprotectiveness of her, because that's what it looked like. In such a short time, he's become super protective. He needs to get to know the other fella without her around, because he's not an aggressive boy, usually. These two have formed a bond so quickly, like almost immediately. And now he's being super protective of her and she just wants to be with him. And Batman's just being mean, nasty and aggressive towards this other little dog, Hank, who's a pug. And so I walked Batman away. Now he's crying because we're not near Mum. And he knows that Hank's with Mum. I walked him away to try and give Ava and Hank a go. And Ava didn't want to have anything to do with Hank either and was just pining for Batman and started whining for him. Happy that we were able to rehome her and happy that they were able to connect and not have as many issues as you can sometimes have. But this poor little pug, that's why we were so surprised that she got approved, because there's like this massive process for applying to adopt pugs. Apparently it's through a specific group that look to rehome pugs. This poor little fella's like 10. Owner had had him since he was like 8 weeks old, and then when he got into a relationship and the lady had some little kids apparently, and Hank was very food motivated, just as these two are, but Hank was snatching the food from the kids and the woman said not having that, and so poor little Hank got put up for adoption. kind of like having 3 kids, and 2 of them don't get along with one of the others, like the middle child. And so when the 3rd child comes along and they go, oh look, the middle child's not getting along with the other 2, the eldest and the youngest, let's put the middle child up for adoption. Quite an exaggeration, but that's kind of what it's like. I don't understand people who will get rid of their dogs because they don't get along with their children. That's how we got Batman. He's not trying to push away from her. We're on a slope. He's just trying to hold himself up. Yeah, I'm kind of on a hill. These 2 just bonded so quick. I think my wife's just breaking the sad news to the foster carer, the Hank. Yeah, he's calling me. Well, it seems that neither of these 2 are giving little Hank the chance.